dig up a dead body. Woohoo! With a little frickin' trowel. Yay! This is a great view. I love it. This definitely won't be terrifying and the worst. What the hell is this? Ooh, very rusted. I know what to do with a rusted lock. Yeah, bruv, you got buried alive. Yay! A thing! Are clutching a rolled up canvas. Let's take it! It's a map of the stars. Yay! The grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape? It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. Yay! Beside the corpse there is a paper leaf. Dear Alexander, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such clarity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time, Raymundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that he calls hoopy, yes, like the legendary bird. Hoopo? It closely resembles the serum with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Videtnikis Giat. Yay! And nothing will be bad when I get out of here. Oh my god. Alright, canvas. What am I looking at? Oh god, that sounds like Alexander. Okay, I guess we're going up there. Because that's a great sound. Oh my god, he's dead! In a terrible way. Alexander! Oh fuck. Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp. 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it has cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. Miraculously. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and, for a moment, I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab, Mr. Alexander's snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. Oh, no, okay. This is fine. Hello, statue. It's a statue holding something. We definitely need it. It's a lens mounted in a metal ring. Crystal. There's some strange symbols marked in the surface. Yay! Alright, thanks, statue. That's not creepy and terrible at all. But where's Alexander? Oh, you know, just skulking around the house like you do. What do I do with this? Oh god, I'm gonna have to do frickin' something obnoxious. Some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. No. Nope, stop that. I meant walk over here, you silly nerd. This. No? Am I just not gonna... Nope, stop that. Oh, I can only look at it. Okay. Probably down back to the basement now. Or should I be looking for Alexander? He's probably honestly back in the basement. Probably murdered by statues that I let out. The fuck was that noise? What was that? Exactly, right? It's terrifying. It's probably someone's final breath. Oh. And a creepy hole. There's a mountain of compacted snow. A wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols. What are the strange symbols? Oh great, this isn't the worst at all. Okay, I'm not gonna figure that out. I'm gonna use this crystal on this, which I definitely probably need to do. And then... Whoop, okay, hold on. Gotta look at this. Deneb, Vega, Altair. Alright. This one. This one. This one. No, I think that is not the triangle I'm looking for. Is it this one? Wait, I have to actually look at the thing. Okay, hold on. Okay. Vega looks like... I wish I... I'm bad at this. Ooh, voice Y. Is it really not? Dude. And then... It's not... Okay, well... Weird equal sign with a line through it. U. And then... Upside down trident. There we go. Small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. Yay. The voice again. It comes from the bottom of the pit. Because that's where we want to go. We want to descend. Dear Alexander, I'm terribly sorry about old Mike. Will you put him to rest in his favorite place? After weeks of unsuccessful attempts, I've managed to distill the alchemical formula based on the notes you sent to me. Certainly you're a master of this craft. The subject reacted to the serum as usual, rapidly entering into a state of waking sleep. Suddenly the convulsions stopped, and since then he has not been responding to any kind of stimulation. He has remained in this state for many days. My diagnosis is brain dead. Which should be our next step, Alexander? I'm worried this could be the end of our research. Vedet Nikisciat. I don't know Latin. Hey, buddy. Oh, God, this is what was happening earlier. Alexander, what's up, buddy, old pal? Don't strap me to a chair and murder me, please. Alexander. Variety of surgical instruments and some jars with chemicals in them. Well, that was nice. I'm gonna leave now. Wait, really? Stab your friend. This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexander? Am I right? The last door. Zaliathal. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I'm waiting for you, here in the mist. It's nearby. Nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down. Yeah, sure, fine. I'll just sit here then. It was fine. What am I doing? Okay. You didn't like freeze on me, did ya? Oh, I'm just gonna hand you the syringe. This is fine. Stab! Do you think that we will find any clue here about Devitt's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something. What about this room? There's a sealed letter between this table and the wall. It looks like Herr Beechworth never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dear Alexander, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way, an open way for whatever lives on the other side. Okay. So did I just let my friend unleash an eldritch terror onto the world? Via me? This is fine. Walking through the mist. Hey. Hey, buddy. What's up? It's gonna be fine and 100% not creepy. The adventure continues in season 2. Ah! Extras, the morgue. Who is this? Here I have the police and medical report. The latter is still blank. According to the police, the deceased's name is Father Ernest Glynn. The man immolated himself. Oh, okay. Pincer. Scalpel, pincer, scissors. The sky is cloudy outside. There must be something wrong with the water pressure valve. An anatomical model built of actual human bones. Oh. I have not finished here yet. Oh, that's what I was asking to. We'll see if the police report is right. Good lord, what a mess. The skin is all scorched. Cause of death is probably shock caused by the sudden burns. A horrible way of passing. Who could lead a man of God to commit such an act? All that remains is to file the medical report so he can receive the proper treatment a fine gentleman deserves. Nothing else to do here. This case still puzzles me. If he wanted to commit suicide, why did he do it in such a painful manner? Was he drugged or intoxicated? I should check his stomach for signs of poisoning. Alright. Yay. Alright, the stomach looks fine on the outside. Now I should cut it open to check its contents. What is this? There's something strange here. Looks like a piece of paper. Great, let's definitely take that. It'll be fine. It's a note. What does this say? Crumpled note with 4 names, one of them crossed out. I think I should inform the inspector immediately. Oh yeah. Jeremiah Debit. Alexander D. Hugo Ash. Ernest Glenn. Wasn't Ernest... Isn't that me? Or the dead guy? Death sentence. Francis Baldwin. After being certified of your guilt by a peer jury, we find you guilty of the wicked and violent murders of 14 innocent and sick people. Because of this sentence, I am hereby authorized to execute you at this very moment by hanging to the death in the sight of God. Would you like to make a final statement before we proceed? Why will you say that I am mad? You should have seen how mercifully I proceeded. I saved them. I released them. Now they are in a better place. Do you still believe I am mad? A little bit, buddy. Now I have to get The Last Door Season 2. She is the only survivor. What happened to the others? They are all dead. I would like to talk to her. She has spoken only nonsense since she woke up. Number of remedies in china and glass jars. There's no doubt this is a Catholic monastery. Good afternoon. My name is Johann Kaufmann. I'm a doctor. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Please be careful with what you ask. Miss Parnell's state is delicate. I'm perfectly fine and able to talk, sister. Thanks for your consideration. Now, doctor, I understand you want me to repeat my story? I would be thankful to hear it indeed. I'll stay outside if you need me. She doesn't want to hear it again. I am a sane woman, doctor, in complete control of my mind and reason. You do not dare to question it. I certainly wouldn't. Then I will commence. I woke up in the dark. The room was small, so narrow I could touch the wooden walls just by raising my elbows. This happened right after you were attacked? No, I think quite some time had passed since then. I can barely remember anything of that while. When I got out, I found myself in my parents' house. I hadn't been there since they sent me to school. Did you see anyone there? Your parents, or maybe someone you know? No, they were not in the house, nor was any servant I had known in the years of my childhood. I was alone. I could feel the humid air on my skin, and could smell the scent of the long time abandoned. I walked the rooms, unsettled by the silence. The place had the bleak feel of a ruin. Then I saw someone. In the opposite end of the corridor, an old woman stared at me. An old woman? Who was she? How should I know? I hadn't seen her before. I followed her out through the back alley and into the streets. Got lost in the burg of Aberdeen. The streets were deserted, and a thick fog covered everything. I thought I had seen the old woman through the fog, once or twice, but they could have been shadows. So was the city empty? No, not completely. I met some people, vagabonds. One of them was a priest. I remember a novelist and a boy, too. The priest. Where did you meet him? I met him in a stable. Good Lord, he said mass there among the beasts. Could you imagine the profanity? Tell me more about the novelist. The woman had never written a word. She created only in her mind, you know. She could tell the stories sentence by sentence with perfect precision. I could even hear a piece of her last work. Do you remember anything about the novelist's work? Yes. The piece she told me was something like, "The shadows of the past soon melted within the land that loves silence. Through the fog they walked, found themselves lost. Hoping for a sign from their gods, they set camp on the beach where 30 birds awaited to meet their crowned." So the boy, what about him? I came across an abandoned carriage. The horse was long dead, its bones still harnessed to the cart. There was a young man petting the carcass of the animal. All right, see you around. Could you talk to this young man? He was deaf, but I think he could read my lips. When he spoke, he did with a clear accent. He said he could only listen to the songs of the departed. What happened then? As I walked, the fog got denser. I could barely see anything around. I finally met the old woman. She didn't say a thing, but gave me a cardboard card. Then she left. She gave you a playing card? It was one of those used to tell fortune. There was a drawing on it of a veiled person holding a lamp. Then, the mist seemed to clear out, and I could finally see. What could you see? A barren land bathed by roaring waves. There were thousands of birds, and then I realized there was something else. What was it? It was there, looking at me, the burning dark inside, the shaking, the scream, that vision that I cannot understand. What is it, doctor? Have I finally lost my strength of mind? I believe you. I am sure that what you lived was real. But I'm afraid that I currently lack any proof that can confirm your account. I am sorry. I should leave. Thank you for your time. Wait, doctor! I have something else to say. When I first woke up here, there was something beside me. Would this be enough proof? It looks like a tarot card. Alright, let's see this. He does not look dead, but just asleep. I barely knew him, busy as he was traveling the world. What would be of man with no aspiration for the other side to inspire or lead him? I knew it would come to this. Your father was a terrible mess of a man. I am only grateful that he brought you to our home. Soon enough, not long after you were born. I hold no doubt that you will learn from his bad example and grow up to be a righteous gentleman. Oh my god, I'm his son. What could there be greater than the efforts of mortals to rise from their miserable condition? This kid's about to, like, get a freaking complex. We will speak later, young man. We're busy. This is so sad. He was most dearest to me. You know, your father was a complicated man. He had a strong character and was stubborn as a mule when he had taken a determination. He believed he had a mission in this world, though I am not sure he knew exactly what it was. That which avoids description, the unknown, provides men with a reason to exist. This is a most sorrowful day. Mr. Beechworth was a great man, lad. This is an obscure domain, its secrets taken by man from the silence of nature and death. There you are. You are the young Beechworth, is that right? Your father left you everything, Anthony. The house, his accounts, and all his belongings, for you to receive when you come of age. He was very specific in his testament, though, that you should receive this promptly. His personal book log. These are the memoirs of my life, my research, and my knowledge of the other side. Use them wisely, son. Aw, snap! Well, that's exciting. Alright, I'm gonna... No, I've watched this like 20 times. I'm gonna skadoodle the boodle. Thank you for joining me. You all have a lovely day. Night time, wherever it is you are. Yeah, see ya.